Television's a mirror, and we turn it back on society. When you have people out there telling stories, and you're showing the pictures, and you're taking them to places that normally they don't get to go, it's still the most powerful medium there is. And that can be influential. It's a noble profession. It's necessary. You need people to shine light in dark places to see who runs. And if you run, somebody needs to chase them. But when you expose problems, and you're fair and you're balanced, and you tell a story that's compelling, and show, hey, here's a problem, and you hold people accountable, the people who can make policy changes and make a difference, and you hold them accountable, change can come. And it's necessary change.
Please welcome Silver Circle honoree, Tom Kenny.
Thank you very much. Mark, Jim, you've made this a great experience. Thank you for all of your hard work. To all of the other recipients tonight, congratulations to you. They told me that I have 30 seconds. I had my first paying job in broadcasting in 1979, so that's about 10 seconds per decade. Talk about hitting a deadline. That's going to be a little bit tough. Everybody has gotten up here tonight and they've thanked their wife for putting up with these crazy hours. Well, guess what? My wife, Nancy Cox Kenny, is my direct main anchor competitor. I'm at the ABC, she's at the NBC. She works just as crazy hours as I do. So Nancy, I think we really need to thank our children, Thomas and Campbell, who are up in the room. Our daughter's 9, and she said to me before we were coming down, Dad, after they give you that thing, will you come back up to the room to play? This is that thing, and eventually I will get back up there. I want to thank my first news director ever, Dave Cromwell, who gave me the job, who I tried to get in television, folks, for years. I was in radio, wanted to make the transition. Nobody would give me that shot. We've all been there, right? You don't have any experience. Well, if you don't give me the first job, how am I going to get any experience? So he took a chance on a green reporter, and finally it happened. And it goes some almost 35 years later now to my current news director, Steve France. And you know, think about how many news directors over the time. There have been good ones and bad ones. Steve France is one of the good ones. Steve, thank you for all of your support. I also want to thank Echo Gamble, my friend and colleague, for the nomination for this, and my co-anchor, Christine Winter, who is at the table, and all of the good folks at ABC 36. I certainly appreciate all of their ongoing support. But as I said in the piece, and I know I'm preaching to the choir, but despite all of the challenges in our industry, this is still a noble profession. And don't forget that. Work hard, be fair, and be balanced. And someone asked me, well, I guess next up is going to be the gold circle, right? And I'm like, are you kidding me? I'm not going to live that long in this industry. But it really has been an honor and a privilege to serve the community. And folks, for as corny as this sounds, from the moment that I started this, like all of us in this room, I got bit by the bug, and I am as driven today as I was 35 years ago. I'm as curious today as to why things happen as I was 35 years ago. And you just have to be fair and balanced in what you do. And I've always done every job, not thinking that I was working for the news director or that I was working for the general manager or the ownership group. You know who we work for? The communities we serve, whether it's your listeners or your viewers. That's who we serve every day. We can't lose sight of that, especially with some of the trends in the industry. So when you go to work every day, remember who you're doing it for and serve them. And then someday you'll be up here and they'll be doing it for more than just because you're old and you've been in the business for a long time. You've been very kind. Thank you very much.